Hello and welcome. My name is Desi Arnaz and I'm the president of ACI Legacy Group, a real estate investment firm in San Diego, California. And the topic of today's session is why real estate notes make a good investment. Now, this is not an offer for you to invest with us. This is purely information that we're providing for your enlightenment. And today we're going to compare and contrast investing in real estate property with investing in real estate paper, also known as mortgage notes. Now, to be clear, we do both. We see the benefit of investing both on the paper side as well as the brick and mortar side of the real estate business. So let's compare the role of the real estate investor to that of the private lender. As a real estate investor, you have a learning curve that you need to go through. If you're going to be a rehabber, for example, then you need to learn all that there is to know about rehabbing so that you can be good at it and actually create profit for yourself in that field. Then you've got to spend money on marketing, because in order to find the very best real estate deals, you've got to do something to attract those deals. And most real estate investors put systems in place that generate leads that those investors then follow up on. And in following up on them, they're going to be interacting with sellers and realtors and buyers and contractors and others. They'll be writing and negotiating offers on a regular basis. As a matter of fact, it's not unusual to write 10, 20, or even 30 offers for every one deal that you're able to put together. Once you're able to put something together, then you're going to apply for financing and jump through the hoops that are placed by the lender. You'll pay all of the closing costs and all of the holding costs associated with that property. As a real estate investor, you're also going to manage the property and you're going to manage the transaction. You're going to find and screen and place tenants. From time to time, you'll need to evict tenants. And if you don't do these things yourself, then you're going to need to manage the manager that you put in place to do those activities. And through it all, you are 100% liable for the property and for what goes on that property. If the day ever comes that you want to take cash from that property, either you can sell it or refinance it, but both of those could take months to accomplish. And if the day ever comes that you decide to exit that property and sell it, you're the last to be paid. Now, I've been doing that investing just like that since 1982. And like most investors, I'm pretty happy if I can earn a 10 to 15% return on my money as a real estate investor. Now, let's take a look at the private lender side of this, and that's also known as a note holder. As a private lender, you don't need to learn anything in particular. All you need to do is to make sure your paperwork is structured so that all of the risk is shifted away from you and on to the investor. And you also want to make sure that you're earning a nice return on your money. You don't need to spend any money on marketing to find deals. Real estate investors will bring you more deals than you can probably even take care of or fund. You don't have to interact with anyone except the investors. You don't interact with sellers or realtors or buyers or any other parties to the transaction. Investors, as I said, will bring you the deals. You literally are the ones who create the hoops that the investors jump through. You don't have to jump through any hoops yourself. You don't pay any closing costs or holding costs. If there are any closing costs involved in your transaction, you literally pass those on to the real estate investor. You're not involved with the property or with the transaction. You're not involved with any tenants or HOA or toilets or termite. None of that has anything to do with you. You have zero property liability. And if the day ever comes that you want to take your cash from that property, it can generally be done in anywhere from 1 to 5 days. If the day ever comes that the real estate investor decides to sell that property or refinance that property, you are first to be paid. In fact, you're even paid before the IRS. And as an investor as a real estate lender, you're going to earn 10 to 15% return on your money on a regular basis. So there you have it. In the final analysis, it comes down to preference. Which is a better fit for you? I also want to point out one important fact about real estate paper. The cost of entry is much lower than bricks and mortar. All around the country, there are plenty of safe, profitable mortgage notes that are available and can be picked up for as little as $15,000 to $20,000. So it gives you an opportunity to start small. Test the waters, so to speak. See what you think. Because unlike real estate, the notes are very liquid and easy to sell for cash. Mortgage notes will provide monthly cash flow directly into your checking account or your self-directed retirement account. They are also very low maintenance and can be passed down generation to generation, sometimes completely tax-free. Now, I'm approaching retirement age and I appreciate the passive income generated with notes. Unlike my properties, notes never interrupt my life. In our next session, I'm going to share some actual case studies with you. But in the meantime, if you have any questions or if you'd like to speak with me at all, feel free to contact me via email or phone. Thank you so much for your time today. I hope you found this very enlightening.